injury. Yep. Bit of a luxury.
That's perhaps why Tim Cotter plays Connor Hazelford of the football in this Newcastle City side as well, David. Dave passes with the ball up. Keys, Quinlan gets it out. Knocked forward there by Triffett. Knocked off the ball by Grates, legally apparently. Dwyer on his non-preferred right. Goes deep into the forward pocket. Tomlinson does the team thing and Shepherd's out of the way. Long to this outer side. Quinlan tracks back and takes the ball, goes the junction of the 50-metre line and the boundary, David, with 11.25 minutes gone in the first quarter.
Thank you, Lucas. Halfway through, Newcastle City 2 goals. Cardiff yet to score a goal, only the one behind. Keast been quiet early on, ball hasn't come his way. Out of bounds, up by Macaulay. That's Simon. Will throw this one in about 55, 56 metres out from goal. Simon will throw this one in about 55, 56 metres out from goal. Be a lot of play, Lucas, out on that flank with this Breeze. Keast onto the ball with Bowe. A funny story to tell viewers about Cam Keast. A conversation Lucas and I had in with him 7 days ago here at Pasterfield. Ball out of bounds. Patrick Delaney.
It was a real pleasure to speak with Cameron Keast actually following that game. Very knowledgeable, intelligent young man.
Very intelligent, very well spoken, and a decent human being. Keast, too strong, goes over the back of his head, picked up by Gibson. Away it goes. Robson, I think, in 17, yes. And out of bounds over there in front of Ethan Durbridge. Said he thought that Newcastle City would just have the skills, just a bit, over the top of Cardiff. Be interesting to see how that all works out. Quinlan and Bowe. Max reads that best, gets the possession there, handball. Off towards Thompson. Or dragged out of it, I thought O'Malley. Nice fin, Tomlinson. Delure and Bowe. O'Neill goes to defensive quarterback. Marcus Delure right next to his ruckman. And Patrick Delaney to attack. Up against Kelleher is Bowe. Kelleher, lovely right-hander down. Tries to find Baker, misses him. Picked up the crumbs by Marcus Delure. Gets it forward. Bowe coming forward. And picked off beautifully by Durbridge. And Bowe. O'Neill goes to defensive quarterback. Marcus Delure right next to his ruckman. And Patrick Delaney to attack. Up against Kelleher is Bowe. Kelleher, lovely right-hander down. Tries to find Baker, misses him. Picked up the crumbs by Marcus Delure. Gets it forward. Bowe coming forward. And picked off beautifully by Durbridge. He must, for mine, have been a bit unlucky not to make the rep side. Oh, he's a very good player. Connor Haswell tries a mark there. Can't pick it up. Hughes thumps it forward to the hot spot. Marking contest again. Good punch at the back there. Second tap, Kelleher is Bowe. Kelleher, lovely right-hander down. Tries to find Baker, misses him. Picked up the crumbs by Marcus Delure. Gets it forward. Bowe coming forward. And picked off beautifully by Durbridge. He must, for mine, have been a bit unlucky not to make the rep side. Oh, he's a very good player. Connor Haswell tries a mark there. Can't. Thumps it forward to the hot spot. Marking contest again. Good punch at the back there. Second tap comes out. Bowe with Durbridge. Durbridge ducks his head. Jack Lennon. Grant Job's in there loitering as well, and umpire said, I'll have that, thank you.
So that's an interesting one, David. Michael Ryan's just gone off for a rest, and Keys has...
Umpire said, I'll have that, thank you.
So that's an interesting one, David. Michael Ryan's just gone off for a rest, and Keys has replaced him. So I don't know what they'll do with a key forward situation, if Bowe will go forward, and then Keys will go straight into the ruck, or will Keys go forward. He's gone straight to the ball, has Keys, though, however, so we'll see how that eventuates.
Delure dragged out of it. Out of there comes Rawnsley. Scrubby kick, but it gets it to the 50. Short handball, Bay.
Placed him, so I don't know what they'll do with a key forward situation, if Bowe will go forward and then Keys will go straight into the ruck, or will Keys go forward. He's gone straight to the ball, has Keys, though, however, so we'll see how that eventuates.
Delure dragged out of it. Out of there comes Rawnsley. Scrubby kick, but it gets it to the 50. Short handball, Baker. Perfect handball, aren't they? It's just, you can feel it warming. Just the 4 points the difference. Two of the premium sides in our league. Again, I'm stunned to see Damon Chuali being a runner. I just don't understand why he must be injured. Too good a player to be not on the playing, I would have thought. Although he does affect their point structure, that he does. Baker, Anthony. Long ball with his right foot. Long ball. Tomlinson, not I'll have to go and check those scores. I can't read the message, so I have a message on that Terrigal West Wallsend game, so I might go and check something in quarter time, Louis. 21 minutes gone. Lucas Holmes.
Parsons back to the middle. There's Bowe. Kelleher comes over the top. However, that scrubby kick. As that Thompson on his right, it is. Thompson goes immediately to this outer side. Who's there? Selkirk is cased. And it looks like O'Donnell's got the matchup on him, which is a very interesting one.
Keaston Bowe pushes out from Keast, I thought, straight push in the back. The rat Simon O'Brien gets it at the second attempt. Vukovic, very fast hands. Ends up to Clark, who doesn't get tackled and as a result gets a disposal. Durbridge will go straight.
Joey. Good to see him supporting a local league. And Brian, there's Kelleher in there. Bowe for Cardiff. Kelleher gets that one, actually goes over the top of Bowe, which is hard to do. Delaney's in the middle now, swallowing the ball. There's no, it was Dry that time. Gets one to outer side.
Where they're working on Baker, but I can't see. He might have gone underneath. Perhaps get some work done.
You can see also there, Blanchfield is sitting on the bench as well.
He's okay. Learned some lessons at the regional tribunal hearing about concussions, my friend. The AFL's perfectly serious about them. Hughes, Edwards, and give a credit there to Triffett, Lucas Holmes. Made a big contest, as you've been talking about, with Nick Tomlinson. Lucas?
Did very well. O'Brien throws the ball up. Kelleher and Bowe again. Kelleher gets a double-handed one down. Baker goes on a right and gets kicked right at the point of the football. Mark there, Gibson. Gibson rolls around on his right, goes back onto his left. Little stabbing kick. Gibson overshoots there.
Lucas, that's a very good question. Ryan Stanton in good position.
Yep. It's a good question.
My word.
Stanton answered with no. Quinlan and Bowe this time. Quinlan won't try and go the body, but Bowe will, and immediately goes into the side of Quinlan. Where's the ball? It was one-handed out there by Bowe. Almost could be paid. Vukovic is there. Clark goes in and under. Gets answered with no. Quinlan and Bowe this time. Quinlan won't try and go the body, but Bowe will, and immediately goes into the side of Quinlan. Where's the ball? It was one-handed out there by Bowe. Almost could be paid. Vukovic is there. Clark goes in and under. Gets tackled immediately. Gets a side kick out there. And clearing just Vukovic.
Comes forward. Gets a attempted barrel, but picked up by... That's 50. That is 50 metres. And he knew it. And Regan Bowe just had one of those moments you want to forget.
Well, he's caught in no man's land there, to be fair, but still you have to try and evade the 10-metre area, and couldn't.
But he didn't.
Exactly.
No, there hasn't.
You can just see Vukovic running with purpose to get into the back 50.
Again, our friend Michael Smith made an interesting point about that recently when we bumped into him at football. I'll tell you about it later.
Okay. Maybe a topic for the conversation corner later on.
Bowe, Kelleher, that's Mac O'Malley. Tries to beat 3 or 4, couldn't beat Gretz. Baker, short stabbing ball is perfect. 4 goals in this game. After Cardiff were in front. The last goal, Xander cross-kick one in the 14th minute of the second quarter. Regan Bowe and Max Quinlan in the middle. Lucas Holmes.
Thank you, David. Give that one to Quinlan. Gets the ball out to the outer side. There's O'Neill. Gets it off to Delure. Delure goes further outside to Hawthorn. Hawthorn goes back straight away. Hawthorn goes sort of a wedge into... Was he infringing to his back? He wasn't, Delure. So we'll have a ball up just about 48 metres directly in front of Cardiff's goal here. In the 5 minutes gone in this third quarter, ball hits the ground. Quinlan goes whack, and then Watling goes whack again off the ground. Was that a mark? It wasn't paid to Vukovic. Goes to Clark, goes back to Vukovic, gets nailed by O'Malley. Watling.
He reads the ball as well as anyone I think I've ever seen at this level of football, Lucas, and that's a big statement. Robson.
It's a valid one, David, that's for sure.
At the back, Bowe. Oh, high contact, surely. Yeah, paid. McDonald. For City. Marcus Delure, who's been outstanding in this quarter. Long ball. Goes back there to Thompson. Couldn't quite take the mark. Tries to go soccer tactics effective. Marcus Delure, a high tackle, I think. Went over the mark so they could come in from the side.
As the lead there of Gibson, long lead, immediately goes. Gibson, where's he going to go? Almost has to take a bounce. Runs his measure. Down there is Delaney. Gets it back. Gibson gets it back. They're playing 1-2s here. Quick ball to Gretz. Back to Gibson. Goes into Clark. Overshoots Clark. Thompson is there. Does very well to keep 1-2s here. Quick ball to Gretz. Back to Gibson. Goes into Clark. Overshoots Clark. Thompson is there. Does very well to keep his feet. Great tackle there by Bowe. However, can't affect it. Batten on his left foot. Standing there in front and takes off immediately is Vukovic. Vukovic going straight to the middle. That's going to be interesting. Robson on Sweetenham.
I don't think Marty Ryman's going to be happy about tonight. However, a win's a win if they can hold on. Quinlan, and that looks like Regan Bowe in there now.
Correct.
Quinlan. Light adjust on the camera there as well. I think he's better suited for them in the backs, but that's just my opinion. Tim Cotter's a wiser man than me. Newcastle City up by 41. Lucas.
Keith is going to take the throw in against Bowe. Still, Bowe will try and run away and jump on a. I thought Keith's nominated, but mustn't have been picked up. However, play goes on. Hawthorn gets the hands out the back. Delore off a step, goes long down the line, looking for Ryan. Ryan's in front, however, goes out in front of Ryan and Luke Rawnsley. 20-metre chipping ball to Kelleher. Will wheel onto his left. Robson within 2 metres, so that's fine. Kelleher goes long. Crushing the pack there was Haswell. O'Malley's there. In fact, it wasn't O'Malley, it was Dwyer. Vukovic gets the ball at the back. Goes long and high, however. Goes straight down the throat of Watling.
Has done a significant knee injury. And she just looked in the best condition, and she's in great form. She was having a great game, so we hope that Zana's okay. Clock did stop. So we're going to do some extra time. Durbridge down the line, open side. Max tries to step his man, doesn't, goes to Mitchell Knight. Knight off one step, doesn't actually hit. That's their best effort by a long way this season.
Yeah.
Warners Bay hanging on, get the win. And should have a full-strength side back next week or close to it. And Ben Crawley playing his first game of the year for Warners Bay on the plate today, Lucas.
He sure did.
With the side up and narrow by folding, which is sad. Durbridge. O'Brien at ground level, stolen by Thompson, flat out stolen.